Oh, yes, guys, your eyes do not deceive you. This really is Kaiserklein making his triumphant return. Is it a triumphant return, or is he just coming back for a couple of games? Who knows? But he's had a little break once again, and he had a really nice long stream with played Kevin a few times. And I managed to get steal one of those games off Kevin, I believe it was, that sent it to me. And it was a fantastic game. So I was like, I have to get this, have to show me this. So I have to show you boys the things I do for you boys. Only the best for you guys, all right? Because you're my YouTube boys. So only the best. Let's have a look what we got going on here. We have on the map Mongolia, one of my favorite maps. I really, really like this map. I like a map that has an extra added dynamic than like a normal map. So Mongolia, the added dynamic in this map is that you have a starting treasure which gives you a Mongolian scout. And the reason why that's so important is because there's so much livestock on the map here, as we can see, and it's all about who can get the most livestock. So yeah, little things like that. I'm starting to really like the map Horn, because the added dynamic in that is an extra catamaran on the water. So yeah, I really, really like, I hope we get more maps like that has a really small dynamic added into it than a normal standard map. That's what I really, really like. Let's have a look, see what Kaiserklein is up to. He is playing as Madarasha. He is very good Russia player. He's very good with pretty much most of the non-DE civs. So all of the vanilla civs, most of the European civs, even Malta, that's probably the one DE civ that he's good with. So yeah, Russia definitely, I would say probably one of his top 5 civilizations. I've seen his Russia before. They're very, very good. And we take a look here, standard 14 with a starting market and hunting dogs. Shipping, distributivism. I don't think we'll see 17 I think we'll see a standard 14 here. Let's have a quick look at his deck. Pretty standard Russia deck. Interesting, he has Mamelukes and refrigeration. Other than that, pretty much standard things, bruv. Let's have a look over at Kevin. Nice, he's got, how many yaks has he got at the moment? 6 compared to only 2 from Kaiserklein. Oh, picking up a couple over here as well. There's plenty more up for grabs. Maybe even could. I mean, with India, it's fine, but you can build a sacred field to get that added bit of XP. It's risky versus Russia, but yeah, I mean, they already get 0.1 XP per second, so he's already got like a church almost worth of XP. So, adding a sacred field doesn't need to because it's still good XP, but adding that would be really, really nice. Kevin going up for 14 village up here. What's he going to be deciding to go for? A very standard classic Agrifort. Seen a lot of Kali Marta recently, so it's good to see an Agrifort. And I think you have to Agrifort versus Russia, right? Versus a very conventional Russia, you have to standard Agrifort, and you have to Agrifort in base, which is exactly what he's doing. It's a nice placement because it's just on top of this gold mine, so it's forward facing, protecting that gold mine, sort of protecting that house as well, really protecting the TC, protecting pretty much everything. So it's a nice basic Agrifort placement. Potential couple of choke points here and here as well. And wow, looks like he's going to bring in all of those yaks. And he's going to be picking up 40 wood there as well. Let's have a quick look at his deck. Does have distributivism. Got quite a few cards in H4. Other than that, it's a pretty standard deck. Is more elephant combat focused. We've got some elephant cards. Doesn't have the H4 elephant card, but yeah, pretty nice deck, all-round deck there, to be honest. Just going to get the 2 sepoys from aging up. Wow, look at this. Has 9 yaks now. That is such a good win for him. We take a look compared to Kaiserklein, only picking up 3 yaks. So the 9 yaks, and they're going to be on the move. Is that a sacred field? Yes, it is. He's going for sacred field. Let's go, Kevin. And anyone who doesn't know, let's have a quick read of what the Sacred does. Livestock generate more experience points when tasked to a Sacred field. And yeah, so having 9 of them, it would be rude not to. I think it only cost 150, no, it cost 200 wood. And look, they generate so much XP now, 1.1 and an extra 0.17. I don't know if it's multiplied. I don't know. It's just added on. So yeah, an insane amount of XP right now. This is why India are just insane on maps with livestock, because if they end up getting a lot of livestock, it's like having an extra 2 free TPs for free. Like, that's how insane it is. Kaiserklein did go for the standard 14 vil. first shipment's going to be, it's going to be a classic. I told you, Kaiserklein's very conventional. He just does everything so well. His timings, his micro, it's just all so goddamn tasty. And 5 Cossacks are coming in. He's scouting with his Explorer here, seeing if he can snare anything, find anything. Strelets is going to be his choice of military right now. He ages up with the Quartermaster. And I think in this matchup, you just, he'll dive in here. The Agrifort doesn't do that much damage. And you see here that the Explorer is actually soaking up all that damage. So that's the main reason that Kaiser he bought his Explorer there, just to soak up the damage from the Agrifort. So it takes it away from the Strelets. That way Kevin has to manually attack the Strelets with that. So yeah, look at that. Really nice soaking damage there. Just soaking all that juicy damage. Played by... It's the little things, using your Explorer really, really well. We do have TC Fire, though. Having a go. I mean, I think he killed 1 or 2 Sepoys there. He does. Does he kill an Explorer there? Sorry, a Settler? No, I think that Settler went inside. More Strelets coming in. Constantly pumping those villagers. That's always really, really important. Almost no one on wood at the moment. But look, we do see, what's that? 4 sowers. His Sepoys aren't anywhere near, though, unfortunately. But these sowers will gobble up, even though they're like one of the worst cav in the game. Look at them go against these Strelets. Hard diggity, damn. They 2-hit Strelets. They're kind of the perfect unit versus Russia, versus Strelets at least, because of how efficient they are at killing them. They're like the perfect resource match, if that makes sense. So they're the most efficient killing machine against Strelets because they 2-hit them perfectly, almost perfectly, and they're a cheap cavalry unit. So yeah, really, really nice choice of unit there from Kevin. Did he ship that? He did. I think, yeah, I don't see a stable. He didn't make them from the aggro, so he did ship. He went 700 wood into 4 sowers there. Now shipping diplomatic intrigue. His market's going down. Is that a consulate? It is. So consulate going down now. So Kevin on 23 vills. I mean, he's going to be happy with that fight. He cleans up all of those Strelets. So he loses 4 sowers. But with the amount of XP being generated right now, I think he comes out on there on top. Just because of the tempo that his cards, he can throw cards away like that to clean up. He'll be happy with that. Hunting Eagles coming in. More sower production. More Sepoy production. What's he going to go for with the consulate? The Ottoman allies, the classic. And look at this, just foreign logging coming in now. Look, shipment after shipment after shipment after shipment. India, I'm telling you right now, guys, are an S-tier civ if they get a livestock map and they get a lot of livestock. They are honestly an S-tier civ with livestock. Like, they always have been super scary like this. Look at the amount of XP being generated right now. It's utterly insane. Getting that Ottoman Expeditionary Company, so he's adding the Cav. Always a good bet versus Russia. Always want to get Cav versus Russia. They are weak to cavalry. Command. Foreign logging in now with the distributivism, with all of that XP generation and 27 vills. Compare that to only 26 vills with only 1 trickle. Yeah, looking really good for Kevin right now. He still has that big boy aggro fort that he's got to take down. Some musketeers, some more cavalry coming in here for Kaiser. 700 gold following it behind this. And look at this. This is what I was talking about. Like, Kevin's made a really nice kind of choke points for him. And look at that. Look at all these Strelets just clamping together. That's exactly what an aggro fort wants to see because of the area of effect. It'll do so much damage to the Strelets. Kevin did lose a villager there, though. A little bit of a tussle going on right now. He does have the Delhis. He does have the Azaps as well. That's thanks to the diplomatic intrigue. So his army's looking pretty tasty. Kaiserklein doesn't achieve too much there. It's going to be forced to be backed up. You don't want to overcommit. Never want to overcommit with Russia. And that's why Kaiserklein and so many Russia players, they've got to always be so cautious because they can win or lose a game in one bad decision. If they make one bad decision, they lose the game. Right? One bad decision. And if Kaiser decided to just dive in there with all of that aggro pressure, Minutemen, all with the cavalry here, he could have completely lost the game there and got completely cleaned up. So it's all about your decision making as Russia. You never want to overcommit, but you want to know when the right timing is. And he's doing a good job just containing here. Kevin going for the 140 coin. Nice. I'm not sure why Kaiserklein hasn't gone for that either, to be honest with you. Feels like a complete waste. I mean, his Explorer is right here. So his Explorer is there. I mean, he's dead at the moment, but he could have picked that up a lot earlier. Okay, Deli going in for it. Double blockhouse as well, nice. I mean, that's a classic. Having to walk into the double blockhouse is going to take its toll. This thing has 30 range damage. But there's a lot of siege here from Kevin. And look at them Seapoys and Azaps. They're going to gobble up these blockhouses. And look, half damage already. Oh, God. Couple of swings. Hi-ya, blockhouse. See you later, alligator. Nice micro here by Kevin. He's using the Gurkha's extra range. Look, it's 18 range to the Strelet's 14. And constantly keeping out of range. Constantly kiting them. Really frustrating for Kaiserklein to have to deal with that. Because, look, just constantly poking him, look. Constantly poke, poke, poke. Who doesn't like a good poke? Am I right? Kevin, 2K score up against the boy, Kaiserklein. The absolute mythical legend, Kaiser. I mean, this is, you know, classic Russia. They do tend to underscore, so don't count him out yet. 32 Vils. More cav coming in, so he does have a stable in his base or around here. Yeah, there it is. Does have a market, no doubt. He's got steel traps, all that good stuff. Having a 75 wood in base, like treasure near your base, not picked up just feels bad. I mean, what feels even worse is the fact he hasn't picked up 300 XP. For the love of God, please tell me you're picking up Big Ivan there to collect this. 300 XP. It's only 4 treasure guardians. For the love of God, Kaiserklein, kill it. Please, he must be walking that way, right? Oh no, he's moving his units upwards. That's 300 XP. Bro, it's almost 2 shipments. It's a shipment and a half. Hiya. One of the goats of this game. One of the absolute goats to have ever played the game. One of the best of the best. Not picking up 300 XP. Hey, man. It is what it is. Nice. Finding it. Kevin's obviously having to get into that stage now where he's having to kind of push out onto the map. And, you know, this is where the containing of Russia comes in here. We've got a couple of sneaky Cossacks raiding down here. They were raiding, very nice, but the Agrifort managing to deal with it. He did pick up a couple of vills here, so denying this herd over here, thanks to the superior mass that he's got. So that's really nice play. Maybe Kevin needs to go down here. He is aging up, though, with the charm in our gates. But look at this. Kaiserklein knows it. He scouted that with his cavalry. He knows the agent's coming in. He senses it, so he smells blood, and he wants to get in there before the agent comes in. The agent's going to come in. The Mahu's going to be there. But because he's poured all of those resources into aging up, whilst Kaiserklein has been using those resources to stay in H2, and now he knows he's got the momentum here. That Mahu could be a problem, but he manages to clean it up. And now Strelets are just Seapoys tanking Strelet shots, which is not what you're going to do. Now, the Minutemen comes in. Is it going to be enough, though? The Agrafort's still getting a little bit of action in there. More reinforcements coming in. Can Kevin hold on? The scores are neck and neck. There's about 15 score difference. He's on berries. Those sacred fields still there. And look at this. There's more reinforcements, but I think he's going to clean up. And are we going to have a problem here for Kaiserklein? Kaiserklein, I don't know. That's what I love. 8 Gurkhas coming in. He's double raxing Seapoy, so, you know, he's got decent eco here. 32. He's got 300 more export. In come more Gurkhas. He can obviously get the Charminar version as well, the Mansabdar. Maybe we'll see goons. Maybe we'll see Seapoys. Oh no, he cancelled the Seapoys. He's shipping 9 Zambraks, and look at this. He's got to age 3, and already he's on his 2nd shipment in age 3. This is the power of that sacred field. He got a lot of XP there. Don't get me wrong, for cleaning up that mass. But my God, this sacred field is summoner. All right, let's have a cheeky gander over at Kaiserklein. My man's on 47 Vils. He's nowhere near aging up yet. Still has resource crates to send. Probably worthwhile sending economic theory at this point. By the time, he gets in there, it's going to be at least 5 villages. It's 10% of your eco. So currently 4.7 vils. The standard age 2 card is 5 villages. So, shipping economic theory, it will scale as well. The more villages he gets. So I think that's a good card to send right now. Again, somebody please help Kaiserklein. Give him some arrow signs. Beep, beep, beep. It's right in front of your face. It's even now, it's so worth getting. It's another shipment, easy peasy. I mean, he's getting the 75 wood, but for the love of Jesus, holy Jesus, he's not getting the 300 XP? Huh? Hey, man, it's Kaiserklein, all right? It's Kaiserklein. I don't dare say anything against my boy Kaiserklein. But he's just massing. He's comfortable staying in H2 here. That is going to hurt my OCD. Like, any of you guys watching, does that not just hurt your OCD? It's right there. There's a fabled valley Shangri-La. I don't know what the hell that is, but I know what 300 XP is. And that is going to hurt me for the rest of the game. Kaiserklein, can you pick that up for the love of God? Anyway. His next shipment is going to be the Kamchatka expeditions. Okay. I mean, I think either's fine. So, economic theory worth 5.3 villages. So, that's really good for eco. But look at that. Look at that card that he's just sent. It gives him that extra 45 HP. So, that's why you have that card in age 1. It gives cavalry 4 extra line of sight and 10% HP. So, it's not a brilliant card, but it's an age 1 card. So these guys actually have insane line of sight now, so they're very good for raiding. But they're, again, 10% HP when you've got 20 of them, 25 of them. I think that'd be 24 in total. That's a lot of HP. That is a lot of HP. We're talking almost an extra 1,000 HP worth having to be killed. That's a lot of HP. So I guess that's the right decision by Kaiserklein here. Still staying in H2. Scores are close. Kevin's just got it, and he's pushing in now. He's on 42 vils, and he's got that Skirm Goon comp, which is really nice here. He has the Mahouts to do all that tanking as well, but they're going to be... Parving is going to be terrible for them. The Zambraxi needs to keep kiting here. There you go. Let the Mahouts do all the tanking for you. He's still got some delis in there as well. Looks like that's another shipment of 3 delis from the continent. And look at those Cossacks, even with the extra HP. Getting melted. Wipe out. More Zambrax coming in. I tell you what, though, the Cossacks go down, but there's still a lot of mass here. These Strelets are very, very efficient at killing pretty much everything here. These Gurkhas, they are a lot tougher, but look at this, Ruskets. That's not what you want to happen. You do not want Musketeers just diving into those sea poison and Gurkhas. That is not good micro hit by Kevin. I'm not sure why Kevin's just kind of stood there. Maybe he wants to protect his villagers. I'm not really sure. Deciding now to back up. But yeah, I mean, all those Cossacks went down so quickly. So quickly. But then just kind of allowed his skirmishes to get mauled. And although it was a cleanup for Kaiserklein, it wasn't a full cleanup, He's in H3 still. 3 Mahouts on the way. Kevin, you should have waited for those 3 Mahouts. That would have been huge. He's on 45 vils, so he does have those extra wood trickles, consulate trickle. It's pretty close, but I think because Kaiserklein has the map, he has the eco advantage right now. I'm going to pretend that 300 XP isn't there. Don't look at it, Lionheart. Don't look at it. If it's not there, it's out of sight, out of mind. Nice. 3 villagers up for grabs there. Just going in straight for the push. I like that. Mahouts have really good siege. Look, there's 120 siege. So they'll siege down this blockhouse really, really fast. More villagers, though. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Nice raid here from Kaiserklein. Kevin is trying to do some counterplay. Oh, there's so many villagers going down there. He forgot to move them. Zambarak's coming in now. But the damage was done. But both the blockhouses go down, so probably an even trade, I'll be honest. Taking down those blockhouses is super important. Maybe 3 villagers here as well. Kaiserklein's forgotten about these guys. So even Stevens, he'll take that. He has got this north side of the map up here. 43 vils. He's on 59 vils. He's aging up. He's aged up. And 2 Falconets is going to be his first shipment. Is 2 Falconets the best thing to send here? Oh, does Kevin see up here? No, but he sees the dead Saigers. So he's going to be marching up here as quickly as he possibly can. Oh, so many villagers up for grabs here. These guys, they're both French. They're both talking in French, so I have no idea what they're saying. Probably something about how superior the British are, but hey, I don't know. Someone else tell me. Oh! No! Kaiserklein, not like this. It's 15 villagers, for the love of Jesus. And Schlitz is not going to be enough to deter these Mahus. Okay, I think he loses about half of them. So many of them on low HP. So, you know, he didn't want to overcommit there, which I think is really, really good discipline by Kevin there. It's very easy to see the villagers, kill the villagers, but lose all of your mass for it, and it's not worth it. So, really good discipline there to pull back from Kevin, and he picks up a huge amount of villager there. So, he's going to be really happy about this. This game is super close. My God. Kaiserklein is getting veteran slets, veteran recruits. He didn't get any of the veterancies from this blockhouse, which is good. He's got 2 blockhouses in base, both getting the veterancies. Very smart there by Kevin. Look at this. Super tight here, just in case. I would like to see the siege elephants from Kevin would be nice. If he pushes in here and he can just siege from afar and Russia will be forced to fight him. It'd be good against the 2 Falconets as well. So I think that would be good for Kevin. I'm not sure if he saw the Falconets though, so... Oh, he's gone for Yurumi. Nice. We like to see that. There's not a lot of cavalry here, so Yurumi's going to be nice. There's a lot of light infantry, decent amount of heavy infantry, but if the Yurumi can connect, here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Are the Yurumi going to... Kaiser's going to see the Yurumi bright and early. Are we going to get a snare? The Yurumi are going for... Look at that forward guy marching. Is he going to get a whippy boy are going in? The Mahus are going in. The Delis are going in. The Zambaraks are firing. Why did he pull back with the Mahus? Why did he pull them back? Got a couple of Falconets there, which could do well against the Gurkhas. He has Mansabar Gurkha involved. Not anymore. But the Mahus getting melted. I tell you what, I thought that was going to go really well, the Yurumi and the Mahus and the Delhi. And all of a sudden, how did Kaiser clean that up so quickly? I guess Kevin underestimated the cavalry archer and the musketeers in melee against those Mahus because, I don't know, they're all of a sudden now looking really good for Kaiserklein. Kaiserklein confident just has so many Strelets. Has the Mansabar Zambarak. I love it. That Falconet going to get left out in the open. That's going to get cleaned up. And I'll tell you what, look at Kaiser's resources as well. Desperate for some of the map. Desperate for some of these herds. He did get cleaned up off these herds. Forced onto berries. Actually having to make a meal as well. So that's a pretty good result. I've stuck a TC down on this top side of the map. Now it's Kaiserklein to stick one down. Both these guys vying for map control. And the TC is a very good way of doing that. But how is he going to deal with this massive Strelets? Skirm Goon on both sides right now. 61 vils for Kaiser. Kevin's on 52. Don't forget, you know, the Sacred Field with all of those insane resources. Oh, picking up lots of villagers there as well. That Sacred Field, another reason why it's so good. Wow, that's like 7 vils there. Is because they get a free villager with each shipment. So think about the amount of shipments that Kevin's got this game. So many Strelets. So many Strelets. Town center's about to go down. Kevin just doesn't have enough stuff here. He needs cavalry. Cavalry and Gurkha. What does he have left in the tank? Still plenty of cards left. Has elephant combat, which is a possibility here. Maybe British East India Company as well. Nice. Again, Gurkha's just kiting constantly. Another Mansabdar. Gurkha coming in. I'm trying to make sure I pronounce out the D in Mansabdar. And someone told me off on YouTube. I've been told off on the YouTube comments loads of times for it. And, oh, and a huge cheeky raid coming in with the Orphanix. Probably pronouncing it that wrong as well. Huge amount of villagers going down there. And keeping most of them alive as well. Kaiserklein. Kaiserklein with the cheeky there. You love to see it. And like, it's the perfect play, right? People forget about the Orphanix. Like all of this fighting going on right at the top. And Orphanix known, anyone who doesn't know, because I mean, Russia's not a very played civ. And for anyone who doesn't know about this unit, it specializes in siege and villager raids. They have a free multi versus villagers, and they also have really, really good siege attack. So there's such a unique unit that you don't get to see very often, which is a shame. But you know, really nice presence of mind by Kaiserklein there. And you only need a few of them. Just sneak them in there, get the raids in. But look at this, 4 disciplined Mahouts here. Almost going in for the attack against those Strelets there. Just needs to find the right timing. He just needs to get the right snare. He's got his heroes in there as well. They have 625 HP. Is this the right timing? No, it's not. He backs up. He's weltering down these Strelets, trying to put a blockhouse down. Nice. More Orphanix coming in. And oh, Gurkhas is not the right unit. They're still a cavalry unit. Oh, hi. Yeah, that is just so soul-destroying. When Orphanix are just raiding your base, another few villagers going down there. And Kevin's going to have to deal with that somehow. Oh, Delhis are on the way. Oh, look, 4 of them. Basically, 1 hit a villager. No! Oh, 3 villagers going down in an instant. And he'll lose these Orphanix. He knows he's going to lose these Orphanix, but he just wants to kill as many villagers in the meantime. So many villagers. Kaiserklein showing us how it's done. Damn. God damn, I love watching this man play. I love watching my boy Kevin. I always have to support my boy Kevin, but a rare Kaiserklein, bro, it's like getting a shiny Charizard from a Pokemon pack of cards. Very few and far between, but when you see them, my God, shines brighter than the sun. And you just can't help but just watch in all its glory. 39 villagers now for Kevin, even though he's on 2 TCs. Damn, that man has been battered and beaten and bruised. Let's go have a look over at Kaiserklein. He's shining bright on 78 villagers. Still doesn't have economic theory, which would be better, I think, than refrigeration at this point. Basically 8 villagers worth. Strelets diving in, but there's a lot of Gurkhas there. A lot of pumped up, juiced up Gurkhas with the Mansabdar. But just how efficient these Strelets are. Look, 38 food and 10 wood for one of them, compared to a Gurkha, which is 70 food and 50 gold. So expensive in comparison. And you can literally just throw waves and waves of Strelets. And this is where Russia get really, really scary in this late game. We're reaching that half an hour mark of the game, and it starts to get into the late game. And you know, when they're both going to start to get to age 4, they're not in age 4 yet, and it's very late for both of them for being age 3, which is kind of insane. Kaiserklein with more raids. Stop! He's already dead. 90 villagers for Kaiser. He's 4K score up now, starting to look really good for him. It jumped to 6K. Can Kevin make a comeback? It's never over with India because of their units. Look at these Mahouts. These 1,300 HP. He's shipped elephant combat for them. 39 damage with 2 area of effect, 1.5 fire rate, 2 multi versus infantry. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. You know, they're 2 hitting Strelets with the area of effect doing 3 hits or something to Strelet. Like, it's absolutely insane. So if he can just get the right connect, he can get the comeback. Now all of these Zambaraks, almost useless though with these Zambaraks. He's got so many goons and there's very, very few Cossacks. Okay, there's about 17 now. So maybe these Zambaraks are worth it now. Going up to Industrial, the War Minister. 96 villagers. Good God. That's the power of Russia. They scale so well. That 300 XP is still there. It's hurting. I'm going to have a nightmare about that now. Look at these triple kills. Just constantly kiting. Now we're starting to see that buff from Russia about a year ago. They get 210. They get an extra 10 population space than other civilizations. I think the only one is China, which gets 220. So that's basically an extra batch of Strelets. Still no economic cards being used just yet. Hasn't shipped a single economic card, really. Only just now getting greatcoats. Look how quickly this blockhouse goes down. Those Mahu's headbutting. Gonna need to get some stronger cement for those bricks. I mean, there's don't see many bricks in this wooden structure. Let me rephrase that. The planks. Okay, looks like it's go time. Cossacks diving in, but he's aging up. You don't want to do it when you're aging up. Oh, not far off max pop for Kevin, and though he wants to add a couple of more Mahouts in, I think, and then they'd be looking really, really hot. Only 17 population space off max pop, but Kaiser doesn't want to push in until he's got those industrial techs. They're on the way. In comes Guard Strelets, standing army for quicker. That's going to be scary now. Guard Cossacks as well. So the Cossacks and Strelets. Minutemen being called as well. He's overpopping to 218. 218 the Minutemen over here. Oh, we see some petards, but they're not going to go down. Oh, not all of them connected, unfortunately. Mahus are connecting to some Strelets, though. My boy Kaiserklein with the overpop without revolting. You know how I feel with overpops. I think they're some of the most OP stuff in the game if you can find the right type of overpop. That is only a simple Minutemen overpop. Going for factories here. No heavy cannons or none of the Tsar cannons, which is the Imperial one. Imagine if we saw the Imperial cannon there. But this is Kaiserklein. We don't see memes from this, man. We only see greatness. Pure, unadulterated greatness. And look at these Guard Cossacks now. 439 HP. Filthy. And the Zambaraks are going to try and melt them down as quickly as they can. The Mahouts are forced to face tank a lot of them, but they're going to be met by a load of cavalry archers. They want to be connecting on the Strelets, and look at the micro from Kaiser. He just knows where everything needs to go. It's like a Lego set. It all just connects perfectly, and he just, oh, it's just beautiful. It's like Picasso at work. The Mahouts go down. Still plenty of Cossacks left. So much Strelet macro here. Literally just pumped Strelets non-stop. Look how quickly they're getting produced now because of standing army. It's a lot of wood, though. Probably needs to put down a couple of estates. At least one estate, an extra estate. Looks like he's probably got one. No, he has a gold mine still here. Oh, he's going for some more sneaky Orpanic raids. He can just throw units at this now. He can literally just throw everything he's got because his eco is popping. And you can do that with Russia. Your units are so efficient. You just throw them in there. But I tell you what, it's paying off. And I was just about to say, I think the GG is going to be called. My boy Kevin calls the GG, and it was looking good for India near the beginning of that game. There was a couple of moments where I thought it was looking really, really good. But this man, Kaiserklein, and his micro. Oh my God, it's Kaiserklein micro. That is a meme. If any of you guys didn't know, Kaiserklein's micro is a meme, but a meme for being so good. Just constant villager production. Look at this. Not a single gap in the villager construction. Very little, only at the beginning. But after that, just free. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. And Kevin, look at this, doing well, but just taking a chip here and there. And look, these raids just really cost him the game. If he didn't lose those villagers, it could have gone very, very differently. Let's have a look at the military unit population. Even trade there. Even trade there. Even trade there. Probably that was the first fight. That was a good trade for Kevin. Terrible trade for Kevin here. And then he got the remass back. But look at that trade down there. All the way down. And even though he had less villager population, he had more military mass, 137 military mass. It still wasn't enough against all those guard tech units. What a fantastic game. Look at the shipments as well. Look at the shipments. Insane for Kevin. But Russia keeping up there. And I think that was just with the amount of trades that they were taking. But yeah, that sacred field. Absolutely insane amount of XP that generated for India that game. If ever any of you India mains out there and you get like 9 to 10 yaks, even 8 yaks, definitely worth spending 200 wood and getting a sacred field. It's going to pay off dividends throughout the game. Unfortunately, the dividends weren't enough this game, and we're going to call it. But Kaiserklein, nice little return for him, showing us who's boss, and it's just always beautiful to see him play very conventionally, but perfectly at the same time. Guys, hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace!